Hey guys, Ham Solo here, Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. Amongst the frozen lakes and a little bit of snow on the ground, I am here at the Adams County Fairgrounds, which is where the Aurora Repeater Association and Rocky Mountain Ham DMR group are putting on a Swapfest today. So let's check it out. All right, did the first pass of all the tables here at the Aurora Repeater Association Rocky Mountain Ham Swapfest. Took me about an hour to get through going around all the tables. So they have, it seems like more vendors that have more to offer than what we found at that last Ham Fest. And so I'm going to look again, see if I can find anything that I'm looking for. I did talk to a guy who seemed to have the item that I wanted, but he already sold it. So I'm looking for a miniature straight key, something I can probably travel with so I can keep practicing. So let me check it out. All right, what's weird is coming to a ham fest and then trying to do something for work. And so let me show you what I got. We have some gas detectors that use a 900 megahertz sample or a sample signal in order to send data back to a computer so we can monitor those. And so we always have problems with connectivity between the 900 megahertz and the host, and we usually have to put up multiple repeaters. And this is if we're monitoring the World Series or the Super Bowl or Formula One or something like that. And so we have, like I said, these gas detectors that also have radiation detectors in them, and we're monitoring the crowds and the entry points of the stadiums. And so my intent is to use these 900 megahertz Yagis to try to get a better signal out of those meters instead of having to, put a repeater with a rubber duck every half a mile to send the signal back to wherever the command post is. And so that was just something that I ended up getting purchasing for work. It's an N-type connector, so I had to buy some N adapters. And then I'm sure I'm going to bill that to the company. All right, come to put some of the things out here in the truck so I don't have to carry around those Yagis and stuff. While I'm at it, I went ahead and got some raffle tickets. However, they aren't selling raffle tickets at this fest. They had a door prize ticket, but I guess they didn't get a raffle license, so they're not selling any raffle tickets. Kind of weird. And so I went ahead and purchased some raffle tickets for the upcoming Mega Fest. Is the first ham fest I ever went to last year, and this one's going to be in Pueblo, Colorado this year. And so I bought about $40 worth of tickets right now for the Mega Fest that's going to be happening at the University of Colorado in Pueblo. And so got a good start, at least on those raffle tickets for that ham fest in July 22nd. All right, they're calling out door prizes. Since they didn't have a raffle, their main prize here is a Yaesu FT4X HT, and that's the main prize. So dual band UHF and VHF. I don't know how much those were originally, but I mean it's probably like a high-end Baofeng price, and that's their grand prize for their door prize. Most everybody's broken down now already, and so there's a lot of people already took off, and I didn't find what I wanted, which was a micro straight key. And one guy was selling one apparently at the beginning, at the opening, for $15. I would have immediately purchased it, but I missed it. Within 10 minutes the thing had already sold. And so I should have grabbed the one at the last ham fest that those kids were selling, because I think it was maybe the same $15 or $20. I didn't think about it at the time. I thought I'd get one here, but the only one available somebody picked up. And so I guess that's my loss on that one. I think I just found the time machine from Napoleon Dynamite. So this very much looks like the time machine that Kip was using in Napoleon Dynamite. So while walking around, I got to see some other things. This neat Japanese Army radio, as well as, of course, they had some of the older stuff on display. Some cavity filters for repeaters, and I think this was a nice little setup here. This ham radio club was trying to promote remote operation with their flex radio, and then Rocky Mountain Ham, of course, had their trailer out, which is outfitted with multiple different types of radios in it, and a mobile command type center. Opens in the back, and you can look in the back and see they have a more radio set up there, and then they have a stack server and stuff sitting in the front of the trailer. There was also a news van, kind of like a storm chaser van, CBS News Colorado, and they had the First Alert weather tracker van with a whole bunch of antennas on the top. And they have a rack-mounted server system inside there as well, and some other catchy little screens that they had everything plugged into. And then there was another trailer set up here, and I'm not sure of the group, N0X something. I'll try to see if I can look that up and put it on here. But they had a nice little trailer set up as well, and you can see the command center, and they have a lot of extra cabling and stuff. And they had a really interesting weather. Oh, there it is, N0XRX. You know, one thing I forgot to mention is on a couple days ago, I stopped by a ham radio outlet in Denver, and I said, hey, you know about the Swapfest that's coming up at Adams County Fairground? They said, oh yeah, I'm going to go to that. And I said, okay, yeah, but as a store, are y'all going and supporting that or setting up a booth or anything? And he went in the back and talked to his manager, and they were like, no, we don't set up for that. And so I don't know what it takes to get regular vendor distributors to set up at a ham conference. But this is the last 3 that I've been to, and I haven't seen one single distributor, vendor, manufacturer, whatever you want to call it, at any of these Colorado ham fests. And there are thousands and thousands of hams here in this state. So I'm not sure why it's not being supported, especially when you have one of the distributors is right here in Denver. Makes no sense. So just thought I'd say that. All right, this is pretty much the end of the ham fest. They just gave away the grand door prize of the FT4X. Who went to one of the vendors won it. They called out probably 5 tickets, and finally they got one to somebody who's still here, which ended up being one of the vendors. And so that's kind of the end of the Aurora Repeater Association and Rocky Mountain Ham DMR Group's Swapfest. And so hope you enjoyed that. I picked up a couple things, mostly for work, and that's about it. And so the one thing I was probably looking for would have been that CW key they didn't have, and so that guy already sold it. And so now I'm off to Denver Airport, gonna pick a flight and head over to Illinois. I got to do a briefing at a conference, and then the next day I'll be in South Bend, Indiana, talking equipment demo for South Bend Fire. And then following that, I plan on hitting that Soda and Poda in Indiana, then driving to Illinois and doing a Soda Poda in Illinois. And if there is enough time, this is all the same day, if there's enough time, I'm going to try to do one in Missouri because I'm flying out of St. Louis, Missouri. And so we'll see how that goes. Till then, this is Ham Solo, K0FYR 73.